Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching the first episode of She-Hulk. I am so excited for this show for a couple of various reasons, but first and foremost, Tatiana Maslany. She puts on a masterclass of acting. She is so good at what she does and the nuance she's able to portray. I'm hoping that it translates into the CG because I know that sometimes you lose a little bit of that, but I'm definitely thinking her performance as just Jen Walters is going to be very endearing and sweet, and powerful. I think Tatiana as a person is amazing. So, and as an actress, I think we can all see that she's so good. Like future Oscar winner, 100%. I have no doubt in my mind. But of course, I'm also really excited for Mark Ruffalo. I don't know if we've seen anything in the trailer with just him. I do think that there was a like they showed the opening sequence and they were in a car together and he was Banner. But I didn't watch that. I watched nothing else but trailers. I didn't want to watch any of the snippets or anything like that because if you watch that stuff, then like if there's a reaction that's associated with it, it kind of either seems fake or you already know the what's going on. So I don't want to do that. I'm curious about their relationship together because what we've seen in the trailers is, they're very much like cousins. They're family. They kind of like pick at each other like family. But I really want to see Mark and Tatiana kind of do their thing as, Banner and Jennifer, but then also Hulk and She-Hulk. I feel like we're in for a treat. And I'm also very curious as the difference of her becoming She-Hulk and him becoming Hulk. Now, we all know that, like, well, I don't know if we all know, but women know that, like, we kind of, like, deal with a lot of emotions all at the same time. Like, there's a lot going on up here that we have to learn to tamper down and manage so we're not just exploding on people all the time. And I feel like that kind of prepares Jennifer to become Hulk to where, men, you're so lucky that you can compartmentalize stuff because if I could just put like my sadness in a drawer and push it back, I totally would, but I can't. So I feel like that's kind of why Banner has a hard time becoming Hulk is like trying to like channel that rage in a constructive way. I mean, Smash was fine, but it took a lullaby to calm him down, and then it took Hulk and Banner to kind of come together and become Smart Hulk, which is probably my favorite version of Hulk. I know that that's not the most popular version by far by everyone else, but I really like Smart Hulk. I'm also super curious as to see the CG, mostly because like with Banner and Hulk, like if he's crazy angry Hulk, he's got muscles everywhere and there's ripples and he can look a little cartoonish, and that's fine. And then when he's Smart Hulk, he's got like stubble and he's got a lot of texture to his face and like his skin, and you can see that. Females, like I mean, like to like look just like I'm not wearing makeup, I have a lot of makeup on. And so female faces, like they can't have too much texture or it either ages them or it looks like something's wrong or so it's like there's a fine line with CG when it comes to the female form and female faces. So I'm not going to pick it apart. I'm not expecting perfection. I think if you're expecting perfection at all, like that's a bit harsh. But if it's not 100% perfect, I'm gonna be okay with it. Like if I get good CG and it's not super distracting, super cartoony and hokey, it's gonna be fine. Okay, guys, I don't really have anything else to add because I don't know much about the story of Jennifer Walters, other than, she's Bruce's cousin, and I think in the comics she got shot and he gave her blood and then she became She-Hulk. So I'm assuming that's going to be something similar. That's the only way she could really get the Hulk blood in her is from him. So I don't think they're going to change that up too much. I don't think she gets shot, but we'll see. But this I think first episode is going to be a fun one because I think it's going to be her learning about herself as this She-Hulk. Tatiana is so good at delivering comedy that I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be like very good. I'm super excited. Okay, guys, let's get into it.
What is the responsibility of those with power? The defendant used their limitless resources, political and monetary, for financial gain at the expense of public safety, of innocent people.
Oh, that's so wordy.
They did this because they believed they would not be held accountable. But today, you, the jury, can prove that's not the case.
More smiles.
Oh, they're coaching her.
And you win the case.
I feel like this is gonna land better coming from me. Look, we got plenty of time to switch things up and let me do the closing.
Ew.
Aware of this, but I will kill you and Jen will prosecute. And if it doesn't go our way, we can just Hulk out.
Oh, well, the only hulking out I'm going to do is in the legal sense.
So is she She-Hulk yet?
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
It's true. I am a Hulk. And I'm guessing you're not going to be able to focus on this fun lawyer show until you know all about that. So let me get you up to speed.
I love it.
Months ago, I went on a road trip with my cousin Bruce.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
actually
that Bruce.
It's all because, I made this little device which
Oh.
keeps me in human form.
That was the longest answer to what have you been up to I've ever heard.
What's up with this? Cheetos and chopsticks?
Yes!
That's how I eat them.
Those fingers.
That's how I eat them.
Really smart.
You're not the only genius in the family.
No, there's also Chet.
Steve Rogers did not have a girlfriend before he went into the service.
Says who?
The History Channel. So he becomes Captain America, and from that moment on, a symbol of America, he is rushed to the front lines. He becomes a war hero. Seems like he was pretty busy. In America, that's a virgin. Look out!
Alien ship? Well, the Cheetos. The aliens must have been after Bruce, I'm assuming.
Inhibitor.
Oh. Oh, that was immediate.
Oh, girl, what happened to you?
Are you okay? Okay, no judgments, but whoever did this to you does not care about you.
I got some here.
Aww. I love how women take care of each other.
Cleaned up. I don't need you to put makeup on me.
Yes, you do.
Can I borrow somebody's phone?
Oh, yeah, girl. Here you go, girl.
I love women.
Oh, come on, where are you going?
Oh,
So what, you too good to talk to us?
Jen. Oh, Bruce. Bruce to save the day. Her eyeshadow looks fabulous.
Hello?
Not a bad place to go, Bruce. Aww. The little Avengers theme. It's a very intricate hut. Oh, this had to be set up by Tony.
You're Hulk again.
Smart Hulk.
Wow.
He actually called himself Smart Hulk.
You never have a choice with these names.
Fair.
Where I spent a blip fixing myself and integrating the Hulk banner identities.
In this tiny beach house lab. Do we hit a spaceship?
Sakaar and Class A courier craft. They're probably trying to deliver a message.
Sakaar.
What happened to me?
I love how high all the countertops are to make her look so small.
My blood got into your system, and after the wreck, and you got a lethal dose of gamma radiation.
Lethal? As in I'm gonna die?
No, there was more to it that I'm going to explain.
That is not the sentence to take a pause on!
I have been analyzing your blood. I was able to use it to completely heal my arm.
Oh, how cool!
Is I'm better than you?
It's just basically different.
Smug
In conclusion, my arm is healed, and now I'm able to be my fully integrated self again.
Smug Hulk.
Hulk.
Just got my own office. I have
Jen,
business
this is
cards.
it. There is no going back to what you were before. Oh, wait. Jen, what is it? What do you need?
That always makes me feel better.
You can't go back to your job.
She does, and I love it.
This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.
Multi-year.
You said multi-year?
About 15 years, give or take.
15 years?
15 hours, solid.
The point was to prevent me from turning into a Hulk.
Triggers are anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
Yep.
Bruce!
Making John Kramer proud.
Just gonna kill me? Come on! What is this? Totally use this chamber for you, psychopath!
Yes! Whoa, easy, girl. Easy.
She's just walking away like it's nothing.
Why are you talking to me like I'm a stray horse?
You're still Jen? Right now. This is incredible. You don't have an alter ego. You're the only one in there?
As far as I can tell.
I think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling? I'm feeling.
He's feeling jealous.
You don't have another guy to wrestle with for 10 years. You really don't feel like there's another hand on the wheel at all.
No. It's just me.
I love it. I love it.
Now it's like it's settled in.
Okay, take it back. 15 minutes.
How do I turn back into Jen? How did you do it?
Usually I'd fall out of a jet, or I'd get knocked out by a robot and I'd wake up as Banner. Or Natasha for a little while would tell me a lullaby.
Walk me through how that worked again.
I don't have a great explanation for it.
He was in love, I think.
Wow, I never thought you'd be into all this mind, body, spirit stuff. Way, relax your neck, bend your knees if that's more comfortable, hold in your farts. Namaste.
Oh yes, this scene. I'd murder someone.
He's gonna toss the boulder, not a big deal.
I don't know if that was necessary.
It's easy.
Little punk.
That's family.
Dick, move.
I'm showing you the downsides of being a Hulk, but there are a few upsides. We can drink so much and not get drunk. Buzz, no buzz.
That's good.
Okay, okay. So you still get drunk, you just don't get sick.
Built this bar by hand?
Yeah, me and Tony. Well, Tony mostly drank. Just sat around like, complaining about Steve. It was a good time during a hard time.
I'm so glad that they're addressing how he feels about Tony being gone.
Great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult.
Yep.
Expert at controlling my anger, because I do it infinitely more than you.
Yep.
It just feels like projecting a lot of shit onto me. No, I'm doing this.
Okay, this is completely new territory.
Wow. Utter control over it.
And who's gonna protect the world if it isn't people like us?
Are you quoting a comic book right now?
Say,
It's not wrong that I am choosing to help people in the way that I've always
I was gonna say,
wanted.
girl, you gotta move that seat up.
Jen, don't you dare. I'm serious.
Jeez! Oh god! I mean, I know he's not gonna get hurt, but like, that's your cousin, boo.
Bruce?
Aww. Oh, he broke his glasses.
Dick move.
I learned it from you.
Oh. Oh.
For the record, I really didn't want to do this.
It's great training, though, for her to fight a Hulk.
Okay, I wanted to do it a little.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, those poor glasses.
My bar!
Oh, the one he built with Tony.
You're fixing it. If you want to go back to your life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
Nope. I made a whole TikTok video with me eating Cheetos with chopsticks.
Call me anytime.
Thank you, Bruce. Thanks for everything.
Ah,
Sorry that I said a bunch of harsh but very true things.
an apology that still doubles down on a thing you're apologizing for. That's very lawyerly. You change your mind. Door never closes.
See you at the next family dinner.
See ya, fuzzball.
So we probably don't get Hulk as much.
Basically, I was right and Bruce was wrong, and I never have to be a Hulk. So now I'm gonna go win this case. Lawyer show.
Don't screw this up, Walters.
This dude.
Miss Walters, your closing argument.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
I didn't think we were gonna get Jamila in the first episode.
Oh, Jen, we're now in front of everybody. Come on, civic duty. Jen, come on.
Yeah, civic duty. She called her out on it.
Jen. Shoes. Thank you. Okay.
Oh yeah, you don't want to bust out through shoes, or you don't want to lose them either.
Who the hell are you? Jennifer Walters, attorney at law.
Are we gonna explain why she broke in there? She's so adorable. Oh, I love it. I love this whole thing. Oh, after credit scene.
Steve Rogers did so much for his country and he never got to experience sex. Did you see that ass? Like, that ass did not deserve to die a virgin.
He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
I knew it.
Faker.
You're not drunk?
Captain America! Fuck!
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, I absolutely love Jen and Bruce's relationship. They're very much family. It feels like brother sister kind of cousins. Like maybe they grew up kind of close. Definitely the Sakaar ship. I'm sure that's going to come back at some point. And just to throw it out there, I still have not seen Thor: Love and Thunder because I want to watch it for the channel. So I don't know if anything is related to that. So if I miss that, it is what it is. It'll make sense later, maybe. Definitely, like I like the banter that they have, and I like how Bruce explains, his wrist thing device that like lets him stay Bruce. And how he can't really make one for her because like it's calibrated for him, which he's Smart Hulk, so like he could calibrate that for her, I think. But also, he's talking about his friendship with Tony a lot, and with Steve, and that he built that bar and then it had their initials in it. And I'm really glad that they addressed his pain after losing Tony. So also their relationship is him relating to her and her relating to him on how both of their experiences are so different. And it took him 15 years to acclimate to being the Hulk and being who he is today. And her blood actually helped heal his arm. Like, that's insane. I love it. And I also love how she picks up very quickly on how to control it, that she can Hulk and unhulk at whim. Like if she wants to or she doesn't want to. I'm sure if she gets like in a high stakes moment, she'd probably change immediately. That whole fight or flight thing probably kick in. And for her now, She's a Hulk, so it's probably fight. But I love how she just kind of explains what I had already said, is that, like women have this emotional stuff that they keep in because one, society's going to deem us overly emotional if we express that. So we have to keep a lot of that rage in. And I am overly emotional, and I do express that, especially when I'm watching certain things. And I love the fact that she can control that. That she can. I love that she can control like her Hulk outs. And it baffles Bruce because it's totally not his experience. I do like that, like, he was really trying to help her. Like, he was just like, okay, no one's ever gone through this before. Like, I actually have something that I can teach somebody about this experience. And he didn't really get to utilize the knowledge that he had because it didn't really correlate to her experience. And so, them having kind of like the little competitive, rock throwing, and then them having their fight, I thought was like really interesting to kind of see how quickly she picked up, especially the clap thing, and how she would try to hit harder and throw further than him. And, like, he ends up, I mean, whatever rock he threw, like, that's gonna, like, hit a planet at some point, I'm sure. But, it was fun to kind of watch how different they are, but how much they are alike. Can I just say that I love the breaking of the fourth wall? Not only when she's Hulk and she is with Bruce, but then when she is just Jennifer and she's a lawyer. I love that. I love when, like, the character directly talks to you. It makes you feel involved. It makes you feel like you're part of it, like you are a secondary character. And I think I saw something. I want to say it was New Rockstars said something about how Bruce has his alternative personality, or his, the other guy or the hand on the wheel, and Jennifer doesn't, but, like, it's kind of like we are that voice inside her head almost. When she breaks the fourth wall, like, we're the other part of her personality, which that is a very broad personality because there's so many different people that are watching this. I was a little surprised that we got Jamila Jamil in this episode, and especially for a short period of time. They had her second on the end credits, so I'm sure she's back and she has a bigger role, but I don't know why she was dressed the way that she was. It, like, screamed like bad wrestling outfit. I don't know who her character is, and I don't know who she is in relation to Jen or She-Hulk, if at all they are friends, are they are foes. Not quite sure. But I'm glad she was in this episode, and I look forward to more from her, and I hope that we get a lot more from her. And I know that, like, there's going to be some men that are going to project their own insecurities onto this character and how she made them feel. And I totally get that because that happens to me a lot too. Like, Tony Stark is not my favorite person because I don't like arrogant people. And so when he's on the screen, I'm just like, eh. And I don't hate Tony, I don't hate Iron Man, but he makes me feel a certain type of way. So definitely, Jennifer expressing emotions and what it is to be catcalled and having to hold in her rage, having things mansplained to you of your own area of expertise, like, it causes that bottled up rage. But then even the guy that she's working with on her case is just like, don't blow it, Jen. Maybe I should deliver it, Jen. And it's just like, and, like, I felt that. I felt like that little tingle on the back of my neck of just, like, irritation. Like, I don't know if I would be as nice to him as she was. I think it would have gotten, like, a stern, like, look in the eye and a shut up. Like, it probably would have happened. So it's just really, I like that they're touching on women's emotions and what we kind of have to do to not only tamper, deal, kind of work through. I really like that. And I'm sure we're going to get much more of that, especially because of the trailers. And it seemed like a lot of the trailers that we've seen had the first episode in it. A lot of the training montage, him trying to ignite her rage in, like, the spinny saw capsule, which, what else are you using that for? What a weird room to have, Bruce. Just on the off chance you want to set off somebody's rage, you just have that. $1 million saw chamber. Okay. Like I said, it make John Kramer proud. I'm really excited for the rest of the series just because Tatiana is funny. The way she delivers humor, the way she delivers lines, like she's like the person I want to hang out with. Like I want to go to that bar and I want to hang out with her and just shoot the shit. Like I can't I'm like in a fangirl probably every single episode. So if it makes you feel ick, oh, I don't know what to tell you. Tatiana is amazing. So obviously, she makes sure that she points out that it's a lawyer show in which she hulks out on occasion. Probably more than just on occasion, but definitely it's a lawyer show. And we know that, she is, even though it's a conflict of interest, but she's representing the abomination. I think is it Emil Blonsky? In, anyway, that guy. Hulk was probably my least favorite movie out of the entire MCU. I've only watched it one time, and that was like, what, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, whenever it came out originally. I've never rewatched it. Maybe I should now that this show is on, but it's so hard to find the motivation. But I think it'd probably make things make sense. So I probably should give it another chance. Okay, guys, you can head over to my Patreon for the full length reaction for this episode, as well as full length episodes for some of the previous shows that I have watched, and for early access to other shows that I'm watching, like The Expanse, Invincible, and soon Sandman. So make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you know when I have posted a reaction. And other than that, I'll see ya.